Anytime you have a performance conversation with your employee, I highly recommend documenting the conversation, especially if it is a constructive feedback conversation. The reason why you want to document it is that you have showed evidence, proof that this conversation has occurred, and that the employee cannot go back and say, hey, we never talked about this. You never told me I needed to do X, Y, Z. Well, you can pull up that document and say, yep, during this date, we talked about X, Y, Z. So how do you document? There's different ways to document. Some companies have a formalized process. Maybe they even have a document where you can write down a verbal written warning or a PIP. Then you partner with your HR business partner to fill it out. Other companies don't have documents, so I recommend sending an email. What you can do is send an email to an employee after you've had a conversation with them. And in that email, you talk about what you've discussed, what were the performance behaviors that need to be addressed, and what are the next action items that the employee needs to take. And at the end, you can also ask, do you agree with this conversation? And what the employee can do is either say, yep, I agree, this is what we discussed, I'm gonna work on XYZ, or they can respond and say, you know what, I didn't get that same takeaway from our conversation. I thought we were supposed to do ABC instead. So send that email because it shows the date of when the conversation occurred, it shows who was in the conversation, what was discussed, and the next action items. It also helps create alignment. So again, anytime you have these performance conversations, make sure you document it. It's going to help you build a history and show a pattern of performance just in case it needs to lead to termination one day. And also, if termination occurs, then at least you know that you terminated them based on performance and not based on discrimination or other reasons that the employee could possibly accuse you of. So always have those documentation focused on performance-related behaviors.